Ape-like beasts can be found all over the world, but there is one that is far more famous than the rest. The FBI has even had a file on him since 1976. There is one thing that will always be on the back of everyone's mind when they think of thick forested areas. Jason Voorhees. But when it's not Friday the 13th, another thing on your mind could be Bigfoot. Bigfoot, or Sasquatch, is a hairy, upright walking ape-like creature who reportedly dwells in the wilderness and leaves behind footprints. This description comes from Wikipedia, and to me implies that he purposely leaves footprints, maybe in the hopes that he'll be found one day and have his loneliness lifted. One thing's for sure, the amount of commercial ventures inspired by his image, he'll have one hell of a lawsuit if he ever joins society. Eyewitnesses describe Bigfoot as muscular and anywhere from 7 to 10 feet tall. It is also said that it smells like that of a turd wrapped in burnt hair. There have been Bigfoot sightings in the southeast, northwest, southwest, northeast, south-north, and in the trees. The original evidence that launched the Bigfoot craze in the 1950s was a trail of oversized footprints in Northern California. The prints measured an impressive 24 inches, indicating the female Bigfoot would most likely not survive their first sexual encounter, being the reason for the species' decline. 44 years later, the tracks would be revealed as a prank by logger Ray Wallace. Ha, got him. In 1976, director Peter Byrne of the Bigfoot Information Center in Oregon sent the FBI about 15 hairs attached to a tiny piece of skin. Byrne wrote that his organization couldn't identify the kind of animal it came from and was hoping the FBI might analyze it. 4 decades later, the Bureau declassified the Bigfoot file, revealing the results. It stated that in 1977, just a year after Byrne had sent the sample, the FBI had reached out with their findings, and the sample belonged to that of an animal in the deer family. When 93-year-old Byrne was questioned why he never revealed the findings, he claimed to have never received the results, indicating one of two things. 1. Byrne actually never received the results, which also meant he didn't really give a shit about Bigfoot, seeing as he didn't pester the FBI over the 40 years. Or 2. He hid the results knowing his failure would shame his name and his family. The FBI has stated that their testing the hair does not suggest their belief in Bigfoot, but that it was simply just a favor for a Bigfoot researcher, which does suggest their belief in wasting taxpayer money. Even with hundreds of images of Bigfoot caught on film and tape, and multiple examples of footprints and scat droppings frozen in time, the creature still remains an enigma. But one thing's for sure: it can walk, and it can shit.